Hey guys, thank you for being here again with me today. Today we will be talking about my drug addiction. Sorry to have to put that in quotes, but today is actually a very celebratory day for me. I have been sober for like going on almost 10 months. I've been sober for 9 months. And yeah, it's awesome. I did just have a tall boy of Keystone Ice, which I love, and they are discontinuing Keystone Ice. I know. I'm so upset about it, but because I love Keystone Ice and I've had so many good memories with Keystone Ice, like 6% alcohol instead of 4% alcohol. Yeah, it makes all the difference. But yeah, so I just had a tall boy of Keystone Ice, and it was my first beer in, well, actually a month. Because in July I did run to the gas station and buy some beer to calm down because I was being attacked by my partner. But that is a whole different story. So I have been sober for 9 months. I'm going on 10 months. I don't consider the 2 beers a relapse. I consider that progress and learning moderation. You know, I never wanted to set out to be one of those, like, I'm never gonna drink again kind of people. I'm never gonna pop pills again kind of people. Because I do want to learn moderation and all of that. Sorry. I have to drink tons of water because I'm on like tons of medication. But actually no, the tall boy, the singular drink did not do anything weird with the meds anyway. But yeah, I had a quote unquote drug addiction. Today's a very celebratory day, but like, you know, I am going on 10 months here. And that's really cool for me because I used to like slam 15 packs, 12 packs of beer like they were water, pop pills like they were candy, you know, smoking a ton of weed. Not that I really think that that's actually an addiction. I think weed's a really cool thing and a great thing and a positive thing. But anyway, so I had a drug addiction, supposedly. At the time, I did not know that I had bipolar 1 disorder. So basically what would happen was I would go into manic episodes or hypomanic or like a hypomanic state, and I didn't really know what that was. Before I just thought I have anxiety and I can't calm down because, you know, the doctors kind of wrote me off as just having like anxiety. Like they didn't think I had any kind of serious mental problem. So I would just drink and pop pills. What is that one called? It is called Etizolam, or Etizolam, or Etizolam, however you want to pronounce that. And it's very similar to Xanax. Like, you can look at the chemical structure. It's super similar to Xanax. And I liked it more than Xanax. I think Xanax has this kind of sleepy, kind of zombie thing going on, and with Etizolam or Etizolam or whatever it's called, it had way less of that zombifying thing. I felt more normal, and it felt more recreational. Not that was necessarily what I was looking for, because my whole thing with Etizolam did start out as a way to self-medicate. I was first kind of stuck with the drug-seeking label when I was 17. And they had put me on Xanax for my anxiety. Makes sense. me having the addictive personality that I have, and hearing about Xanax being this kind of miracle cool drug in like this weird book that I read when I was a teenager, I would save up all of my doses and then take them at once, and I was taking like a full milligram even though I was prescribed like a quarter of a milligram. And yeah, I just developed a whole little thing with Xanax when I was like 17. Like I said, I felt like a zombie. It took away my personality. I actually, as a 17-year-old, when I was trying to abuse Xanax to just get high on it, I hated it. I hated Xanax. Thought it was total trash. Thought it was kind of sleepy, kind of snoozy, kind of boring. Just dull. Just like this dull, like, oh, my personality is gone. I feel like a zombie. Ugh. And I remember taking like, basically like a handful of Xanax before going to the fair. And I thought it would be like this fun, cool experience. And everybody was just kind of like, are you okay? Like, you don't look like you're having fun. I was just kind of like, duh. Like, you know what I mean? Just like going on rides, just kind of like spaced out, just like, not even really looking like I was having a good time. I really wasn't having a good time. And I think that was that was totally the same year when I was 17, and my grandparents came to pick me up, and I threw up into one of those plastic bags, which, by the way, are now illegal in New York State. Total different rant for another day. Not really, but whatever. Yeah, I threw up in one of those, one of those plastic bags. I'm like, bleh, bleh, when they came to pick me up, because I had like, oh my gosh, at least 2 milligrams of Xanax, if not like 3. And then I was going on all those like dizzy rides and not eating, and yeah, you can imagine it was a mess. And when I was 18, I started drinking every day. Yeah, I've been smoking weed every day since I was 16. Pretty much every day since I was 16. It's really good for me. Marijuana really, really mellows me out. I know that my partner has this conspiracy that it makes the antipsychotics less effective or something, but that's a total crock of BS. It does not. It helps with everything. It just helps me be more mellow and chill, and just like, it doesn't counteract with any of the meds or anything like that. That's just like a total BS. I read something about it interacts with Risperdal, and I was initially prescribed Risperdal, so I switched to Seroquel, because I'm like, well, I smoke weed every day, and this is not realistic, so I'm gonna have to need a better option. So, but yeah, when I was 18, I started smoking every day. Or no, when I was 16, I started smoking marijuana every day. When I was 18, I started drinking every day. And at this time, I was not on any sedatives or antidepressants or anything like that. I was actually on, even though they did try to put me on Paxil, I didn't like it, so I didn't take it. And yeah, I was drinking 99 apples. I still remember it. I was drinking 99 apples and like smoking Camel Crush. That was like a cool new cigarette that had come out in 2008. And when I was 18, this was like 2010, so that was a cool new cigarette. Camel Crush, if you want a menthol, you can crush the filter. You guys know what Camel Crush are. I'm sure you guys know what cigarettes are, but whatever. And I was taking Adderall. I was drinking every day on an empty stomach to make it stronger, because that's just me. I have to get the most bang for my buck. So, yeah. I also was very eating disordered at the time. Eating nothing. working out all day, smoking tons of cigarettes. I'm a huge nicotine fiend though, so I'm still smoking tons of cigarettes, to be honest with you. And, you know, the drinking every day thing did stop when I moved in with my partner as an 18-year-old. Very fragile age, you know. The relationship that we had was positive in my mind. Looking back, it does seem perhaps a little predatory, a little weird, but I'm not going to get into that. I moved in with him when I was 18 going on 19. So legal, so yeah, thumbs up. But you know, it stopped because he would not allow alcohol in his house unless it was his idea or he provided it or blah blah blah, that kind of thing. I thought that rule would go away when I turned 21, by the way, too. And you know, this is unrelated, but I never signed up. I never signed up for all the weird rules that he has, or the weird life that he wanted for me. I thought that we were gonna have a normal people relationship where, like, I have a job and I grow with him and, like, I'm part of his life and I meet his friends and family, and, like, I'm not gonna go into all of this, but no, it was not like that at all. But that did stop the drinking temporarily until I was, like, 21, you know. Then I started abusing alcohol again, and not to say that I was sober by any means. Between the ages of 18 and 21, I was just, you know, doing other things, taking, and it wasn't really like a huge problem at that time. I was just taking an occasional pill and smoking a ton of weed. Like I said, you know, weed is positive. No issue there. So there were a few years there where the drug thing was kind of not really an issue, and that kind of coincided with the time that K2 Spice and all of that synthetic weed garbage became available. I'm not gonna lie to you, I loved that shit. I thought, I'm not supposed to swear. Oh my god. I'm sorry. It's not monetized anyway though, so I don't think it matters, but I loved, you know, this is gonna have to go into a second part, because this is like, I can't do more than 15 minutes, and this is like 13 minutes, but that fake weed stuff was good. Like, that shit was good. Sorry. I swore again. Oh my god, this is hard. I don't feel like editing it though, so I'm not going to. I loved fake weed. Okay. So at that time, I was just smoking a lot of weed, some fake weed, some occasional pills, you know. No big deal, yada yada yada. I just moved in. I had kind of calmed down on the anorexia because I didn't want to scare him away, calmed down on the drinking and drug addiction stuff because I didn't want to scare him away. Was kind of just trying to live by his rules, but that being said, I was smoking a ton of weed, so I was fine with it at the time. And at the time, my tolerance wasn't like huge or anything, so I could get away with it, but okay. It's been 14 minutes. I'm gonna end this video for now. I'll do a part 2. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. Thank you so much. Comment. I want to hear what you had to say about this. Thank you.